Welcome to another episode of the Cat Breeding for Beginners podcast. I'm Pamela and I breed British Shorthairs in Perth, Western Australia. I have a real passion for cat breeding and exhibiting, and I want to share my knowledge and experience with you. I'm on a mission to help new cat breeders go from feeling intimidated, confused and having trouble getting started to confidently breeding happy and healthy cats whilst enjoying this amazing hobby. Before we get started, make sure you visit my website and download your copy of my helpful guide, Advice to New Breeders, where experienced breeders share some great tips they wish someone told them when they started breeding. You can find the link on my homepage at www.catbreedingforbeginners.com. Just look for the picture of Angelica with her kittens. Just a quick one today. I got asked on my Facebook page, I put a post up about some drama that had happened that I was a bit over, and somebody said, what do you do when people come along and bully you and say things like, you shouldn't be breeding, you're a greedy person for breeding cats, you're a bad person, the whole adopt, don't shop brigade, that kind of thing. And they post on your social media or they post on comments on your Facebook page or they email you, what do you do about that? And my answer is, well, why do you care about that? Because this is somebody's opinion. Now, everybody has opinions on things. If you're a parent, you've probably had lots of different of opinions with people about how you should be bringing up your kids. Even if you go onto some of the big Facebook groups for cat breeders and mention that you don't feed raw or do feed raw food, either way, you will get hammered by people who will have opinions about whether that's right or wrong or otherwise. So everybody does have an opinion about things and everybody's entitled to those opinions, and that's fine, but those opinions don't have to affect you. And what I think you'll find is if you look at these people that are saying these things, yes, sometimes they are from the groups that are about, rescue or whatever, groups that are about animal rights. There's different people that actually are really genuinely passionate about their causes, but there's also people that are just being trolls. And they know that if they go on to anyone who's got some sort of pet type business, whether it's breeding cats, breeding dogs, breeding goats, breeding anything, if you tell someone they're being greedy, if you tell someone they're being a bad person by breeding those animals, they're going to get a rise out of them and they're going to get a response. And it's the response that they want. They really enjoy the response. They enjoy fighting with people on the internet. It's their hobby. So they will come along and they'll say things and they want you to respond. And often I see people just going to town, getting angry, getting upset, getting all worked up because someone's dared to tell them that what they're doing is wrong or what they're doing is, greedy or whatever. And the actual fact of it is that it doesn't really matter. Why do you care what this one person who's a complete stranger to you thinks about what you're doing? I don't care one bit. If there's somebody on the other side of the world that thinks that I'm a greedy bitch because I'm breeding cats, I don't care. I think about all the people that are on, if you scroll through my Facebook page for my cat breeding, which if you haven't seen it before, is CUDDLETON British Shorthairs. You can find me on Facebook as CUDDLETON British Shorthairs. If you have a look through that, almost all of the photos are ones of cats in their pet homes being loved by their owners. That's the kind of thing that I want to see. That's the kind of thing that I will reply to. But people accusing me of being a bad person or people accusing me of being greedy, it's just easy just to ignore them. Just delete it. Delete it. It means nothing to you at all. Why do you care what a stranger thinks? You should be caring what people that know you think. Now, if somebody that has one of my cats was saying things like that, then that's a huge issue for me. It's never happened, but it would be a huge issue for me. That would be where I would have a big problem and I'd be very worried about it and it would be very stressful. But some dude who's, not even probably in my own country that's having a go, I could care less what they think. And that's what you need to do. You need to just delete it and move on. Put it out of your mind. Sometimes if I'm feeling bored, I might go back to them and respond with a few, choice comments. But normally it's about saying, instead of getting angry and defending myself and saying, no, blah, 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 what I'll just do is calmly explain my position and move on. And then when they as they always do, they will come back and have another bite because they actually want to argue with you. That's when I'll say things like, oh, look, I'm really sorry. I know that you were getting excited because you were potentially going to be arguing with me, but I actually have to go do the dishes now. So thanks for the fun comments, and maybe next time. And I reckon that's just the best way to reply, because you're calling them on their behaviour. You're saying, I know what you're up to, buddy. And you're just saying, I'm not here for it. And the reason I sometimes will do that is because I figure that if I'm taking up time, then they're not bothering someone else. A bit like those callers that call you from, the callers that call you and wanting to try and con you into letting them take over your computer and stuff like that. The longer you talk to them, that means they're not conning someone else. Anyway, so I might do that sometimes, but most of the time I just delete it and move on, because that person means nothing to me. Focus on all of the good people. Focus on the people that are commenting saying they enjoy your cats and kittens. Focus on the people that have your cats and kittens. Focus on your friends who are positive, and just really make sure that you're enjoying the hobby and that you're not letting the negativity of random people that you don't know and don't care about, don't let them even affect your day. So that's probably my advice for that one. Hope it was helpful. Okay, guys, bye. Thanks for listening. Make sure you visit www.catbreedingforbeginners.com, where you can find articles, guides, courses and more. Plus, make sure you check out my amazing New Cat Breeders Club. It's a supportive space where new cat breeders can learn, share and help each other. I only take new members a few times a year, so sign up to make sure you don't miss out.